What's going on, guys? It's your boy ATFCOBRA. Today wanted to talk to you guys about my Battlefield 4 weapon predictions, and today's list is just weapons I think personally should be in Battlefield 4. I know there's a lot of weapon wish lists and other videos like that, but I'm predicting really heavily, really strongly on these guns being included in Battlefield 4. And the reason for that is just by looking at comparisons from different games and weapons that we've seen in the gameplay demo that was released earlier this year. So here goes my weapon list that I predict that's going to be in Battlefield 4. Take it as you like, with a grain of salt, but I strongly feel like these weapons are going to be in the game. Number one, let's go and start off with the assault class with the XM8, the TAR-21, and the G36, and that's for assault. As you guys know, Battlefield 3, the G36C, the carbine variant, is in Battlefield 3, but I think it's going to make a return as the G36 for the assault rifle for Battlefield 4, and the reason for that is because there's always been a G36 variant in Battlefield games. It's been here for a really long time. If you guys play Battlefield free or the Battlefield free game, it's in there as well. So I very heavily think that DICE really likes this gun and want to implement it into their game. So the G36 might see a return, or might see a you might see it in Battlefield 4, and I would love to see it as an assault rifle. As far as the G36C in Battlefield 3, it's a really nice engineered weapon. I love using it sometimes. It just feels like it kind of, I don't know, it feels a little bit weaker than most of the other engineered weapons, but to have it as an assault rifle, be a little bit stronger, be better over range, would be a really great thing. And the TAR-21, and another engineer weapon was the MTAR, the carbine variant as well. I really predict that we're going to see the TAR-21 and Battlefield 4 because it's a new weapon that hasn't been really released in Battlefield games, and I think it's one of those guns that really need to be in there because it is highly used, and it's really a really great gun. I think just by the bullpup design, this gun looks a little bit futuristic as well. I really like the look of this gun, along with the XM8, which I think DICE is going to implement into Battlefield 4, and the reason for that as well is just because of Bad Company 2. With the success of Bad Company 2, you can't help but kind of think that the developers, DICE and EA, are thinking along the same way of re-releasing this gun in Battlefield 4, and the reason for that is because it's just one damn good gun. As you guys can see in this gameplay, I'm using it here, and I love using this gun. I unlocked the red dot for it, and I've been playing this game a lot, and unlocking stuff is just really so big of a grind. But the XM8 felt very accurate, had a high fire rate. It was good overall weapon. It was kind of like, for me, it feels like the M16 of Battlefield 3. And I think this weapon is going to be implemented in Battlefield 4 as well, just because Battlefield 4 needs that futuristic weapon look. You can't have all regular weapons that you see in modern day shooters. You want a little bit something with a futuristic look, and I think the XM8 does that a lot. And it's going to play for the assault class, not in the engineer class, because it plays so much better entirely as a assault weapon. Now, a few other weapons such as the engineer class, I'm going to go over them briefly, such as the 9891, the XM8C, and the Uzi, which I would love to see in Battlefield 4. Who wants to see a Uzi? Thumbs up the video if you really want to see an Uzi in Battlefield 4, because I miss this gun, and I want to see it implemented in a Battlefield game, and it would be really fun to use and run around with, and make you a little bit more agile. A couple other guns such as the support, the MG3, the M249 SAW, the PKM, and for the recon, of course, we're going to see the M24, the M40, the AS50. I'd definitely love to see again, and the SVU. Now, for all kits, for the all-purpose kits, weapons that we might see, I strongly suggest that we see, I hope that DICE actually releases the Mossberg 500. Really awesome looking gun. These guns look good. They have pretty decent stats, in real world and real life stats, and I really hope that they are going to be implemented, but I strongly feel that they are going to be in this game. And again, the reason why I put my list together is just by comparing previous Battlefield games and current Battlefield games, and just by putting them two together to kind of predict on what Battlefield 4 is going to have. And to complete the list, we're going to have the M14 mod as always, the PPSH I would definitely love to see, And some classic pistols, I want to see the USP 45, World War II, the M1911 variant, and the Desert Eagle. Now we all know that the Desert Eagle is a must-have in this game. We need to see it. You know, we have the 44 Magnum, we have the MP4 Rex, but we need something with a one-hit kill. You know, anything neck and above, or head and above, or chest and above. You know, but some way DICE has to balance it at the same time. I'd love to see a Desert Eagle. Hopefully, a gold Desert Eagle. You know, and that Battlefield 4 would implement camos in their game as well. But thanks for watching, guys. Those are my predictions for Battlefield 4 weapons. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.